The listed Eternal Stakes comes up next. 7 furlongs for 3-year-old fillies, and 10 of them run. The betting has Bletchley as 6-4 favourite, and Rafe Beckett looking for a winner at Carlisle to add to his one at Salisbury this afternoon. Isabel's On It is at 5-1, 6-1 Elusive Beauty. Assidious Alexander, the mount of Paul Hannigan, who you've just heard from, is at 9-1. Bahamadam is at 10s, it's 18-1 bar.
Okay, 6-4 then, Bletchley. Oisin Murphy's only riding the card for Qatar Racing and trainer Rafe Beckett, second in the Albany last year, and she got her season off the best possible start when at Leicester just over 3 weeks ago. Daughter of McPhee, and testing ground should be absolutely fine. Let's have a look at them in the paddock. Number 2, Assidious Alexander, who this day last year was shedding her maiden tag, 9-1. Simon Crisford, we just heard from Paul Hannigan.
She's a big, strong filly. She won a listed race in Deauville in July. She was placed 2 times at Group 3 level over there. She finished the season with an excusable indifferent run in the Group 3 So Sharp Stakes.
Number 3 is Aurora Butterfly, one of 2 runners in a race who've come over from Ireland.
Yeah, this one's been running over further, but obviously spotted the opportunity to get listed black type. I think needs to improve a bit, and the odds reflect it. Dropping
back down in trip, 20-1. Didn't think she'd be that price, however. 4's Bahama Madam for Eve Johnson Hunt, who's just had a winner at Salisbury.
She'll not be inconvenienced by the ground. Improved steadily last year, but she struggled in Group 3 company on her last outing last year. She won nicely last time. She's only rated 89. She needs to improve a little bit more to feature here today.
Okay. Number 5 is Best of My Love for Mick Shannon. He took this race 12 months ago with Opal Tiara, rated 76. She's got a lot on her plate.
Yeah, she was a 50-1 winner of a modest maiden. So understandably she's 66-1, stepping up to listed class straight away, but he's never afraid of having a punt, Mick Shannon, that's for certain, but this one might just be a step too far.
Okay, number 6 is Bletchley, the favourite, rated 103. What do you make of her in the paddock?
She's not the biggest, Niall, and she looks nice and relaxed, because I know there have been some issues with settling her. When the one in the first time hood last time out, that came in a conditions event, which was possibly slightly substandard. Hood remains on today. On official rating, she is the highest.
7 is Elusive Bounty, another Irish raider, and Danny Tudhope on board.
I think this could be her ideal trip, 7 furlongs. She went over 6 a couple of times, and it just seems to catch her out in a mile, and she's actually been a bit further. I think it just seems too far, so this represents a good opportunity, at least for getting placed, I think.
And Danny Tudhope on board for Ken Condon. Number 8 is Isabel's On It for William Haggis and Ben Curtis.
Really nice looking filly. She was unlucky and got caught in traffic on a penultimate start, but made no mistakes when winning a maiden by 4 lengths last time out. This ground's an unknown, but the William Haggis horses are going well, and it's a step up. She does need to improve, but I can see why he's done it.
There's number 9, Miss Infinity, who, to her credit, is more relaxed than she was at Ascot last week.
Yeah, but she'll have to be a bit more than relaxed. If she's got to improve quite a lot on what she's done this season. But we've seen with the likes of Permian that horses with a naught next to the name that come from this stable on a fairly quick turnaround can't be discounted.
Okay, number 10 is Piccolora Dance, who's been well held, and last few starts as a juvenile, and similar sort of scenario for a couple of runs this year.
Yeah, she's struggling at present. She has shown form on good to soft. She won a Newmarket Class 2 handicap at 2 years and was 3rd in the Radley Stakes, which is the listed race. She just hasn't got kicked into gear at all this year. I mean, there is an argument, has she trained on?
And then Savannah Slew, you can see why James Given's having it a go. She acts well on this track, but on ratings of a mark of 80, she's probably got work to do, but at least she's an in-form filly.
She is, and the ground will suit, the jockey will certainly suit this afternoon. He's got a potential Yankee, but definitely needs to improve somewhat.
Yeah, Paul Mullen looking for his 4th winner on the afternoon. So let's have a look at them. The 10 runners in the parade ring a few minutes ago. They're live shots of the runners, including the favourite towards the far side in the Qatar colours, going down to the start. Bletchley, daughter of McPhee. The ground is on the easy side, and that'll be absolutely fine. She's placed in an Albany, won a conditions race last time out, but easy to back, 7-4.
The Byberry Cup at Salisbury today. We'll go forward. That's it, they're ready to go. Fillies in action. and they're off. Racing over 7 furlongs, a bit of a slow beginning for Elusive Beauty. Best of My Love began okay in the red jacket, and Miss Infinity is well to the fore in this, the EBFstallions.com Eternal Stakes. And moving forward now is Isabel's On It from the outside. So it's Miss Infinity and Isabel's On It, chased by Aurora's Butterfly to the inside of Best of My Love. They're being followed in mid-division by Assiduous Alexander, Bletchley in the crimson jacket, and then Bahama Dam, Piccola Dance just getting a little bit unbalanced, pushed along. Elusive Beauty to the outside. Savannah Slew is the back marker, making the run down towards the 4 point, and it is Isabel's On It from Miss Infinity, and up along the inside Aurora Butterfly, Best of My Love, just nudging along a little bit. Bletchley in midfield there by jockey Sheen Murphy. They're at the foot of the hill, 2.5 furlongs to go, and Isabel's On It brings the field fairly wide into the straight from Miss Infinity. Assiduous Alexander and Aurora Butterfly. To the near side is Bahama Dam, and now Bletchley is starting to make an effort, would be about 2 lengths off the leader. Isabel's On It is the leader from Aurora Butterfly. Over on the far side, Bletchley and Elusive Beauty and Assiduous Alexander inside the final furlong. Bletchley is having to fight. Bletchley far side, Isabel's On It near side with Aurora Butterfly. Half a furlong to go. Elusive Beauty's getting a beautiful seam. Elusive Beauty's got there. Elusive Beauty wins. Tight places. Bletchley, Isabel's On It, and Aurora Butterfly.
Yeah, cracking finish. And the 2 Irish Raiders have ran really well, including Elusive Beauty, who wins at 11-2. Beaten Bletchley in second place for Rafe Beckett and Ocean Murphy, and confirm it looked like Aurora Butterfly third for William McCreary and Tony Hamilton.
Yeah, I think if you watch that race again, I'm reasonably convinced this is a 1.5-length winner because he fell out of the stall. She usually does. And then Danny Tudhope had to sweat. Certainly backers had to sweat because gaps were very narrow. So he had to be brave. I think she's superior to these by a little bit more because there were whips flailing in front of her. He waited. He knew he'd got enough horse to win. She's exposed. This is what she is. She's a listed class. If this was a handicap and he'd won by a neck, you've certainly confused the handicap and you think it'd go on again, but it wasn't. It's a listed race, and you think, phew, it's just managed to get home. But I think the winning margin doesn't reflect her superiority over these, certainly at this trip. And going forward with Bletchley, given the fact that she ran her first 2 races, first and then second last season, and then went downhill, she doesn't look to have certainly physically progressed. This was a good bit of placing of Rafe Beckett to send her here, but I would think her task is only going to get harder throughout the season, because I just don't think there's enough of her to keep on to win another listed.
Interestingly, the first and the third are rated 94. And Bletchley is 103.
Yeah, so going backwards. It just looks as though, well, she might just be running on the spot, but with the weight for age development the way it is, you've got to do more than run on the spot to justify that sort of rating.
End, maybe the goal or travels when the ground gets really testing.
I think she'll be finished by the back end, would be my guess.
The thing is, she's a homebred. She was bred by Qatar. She's done a job. I believe I'm right in saying she was the first foal out of the mare, and the mare was a Holy Roman, or is a Holy Roman Emperor mare. She's not bred to be big, and they've got something nice to go to stud with anyway. So sort of job done. It'd be nice if she could get that big black type, and I'm sure Rafe will keep pushing for that.
She got it last time, didn't she, at Leicester?
No, that was conditions. It was conditions, so it'd be nice if she could get that big black type. And she's done enough to suggest she could. Whether she's going to keep progressing at the rate these other, that's the problem.
Elusive Beauty has got the all-important black type for Keith Condon and Danny Tudhope. And we'll go back to David, who'll tidy up the full result.
11-2, the winner Elusive Beauty for Danny Tudhope and Ken Condon. Bletchley second, 7-4 favourite. Third, number 3, Aurora Butterfly at 16-1, and 10 ran in the listed Eternal Stakes. Won in a time of 1:29.79. That's 4.29 seconds slower than standard.